Okay. This one here, let's see, Romans, based on Romans 14. All food is clean, but it is wrong for a person to eat anything that causes someone else to stumble. For others' sake, that's the title of this one. Once again, we are Daily Bread. For others' sake, I think this is going to be a good one. It's relevant. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many Singaporeans stayed home to avoid being infected. But I blissfully continued swimming, believing it was safe. My wife, however, feared that I might pick up an infection at the public pool and pass it on to her aged mother, who, like other seniors, was more vulnerable to the virus. In quotes, "Can you just avoid swimming for some time for my sake?" she asked. At first, I wanted to argue that there was little risk. Then I realized that this mattered less than her feelings. Why would I insist on swimming, hardly an essential thing, when it made her worry unnecessarily? In Romans 14, Paul addressed issues like whether believers in Christ should eat certain foods or celebrate certain festivals. He was concerned that some people were imposing their views on others. Paul reminded the church in Rome and us that believers in Jesus may view situations differently. We also have diverse backgrounds that color our attitudes and practices. He wrote, "Let us stop passing judgment on one another. Instead, make up your mind not to put any stumbling block or obstacle in the way of a brother or sister." God's grace gives us great freedom, even as it helps us express His love to fellow believers. We can use that freedom to put the spiritual needs of others above our own convictions about rules and practices that don't contradict the essential truths found in the gospel. That there is you can make a whole lot with that. We can use that freedom to put the spiritual needs of others above our own convictions, above our own convictions about rules and practices that don't contradict the essential truths found in the gospel. I'm just going to leave that one there. What are some of the rules and practices you keep as a believer in Christ? How might they affect other believers who think differently? That's kind of where I was thinking. Jesus, give me the grace and give me the way on Jesus, give me the grace to give way on things that don't contradict the gospel truth, and the love to put the feelings of others above my own. There's a whole lot of this one that I could be contradictory about, but I don't have the clear enough. I've actually been thinking along this topic for quite a while, but about how you should stand for what you believe in, and but it may cost you relationships. And there are different things in the gospel talks about. I'll come back to it another time because I think it's actually pretty important. But I've been kicking this around for some months. But if you stand up for what you believe in, it will cost you some friendship, some relationships, and some relationships you will have to avoid if you're standing up for what you believe in. And I think I can back it up biblically. Anyhow, love you. God bless.